Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about how to hook a power band up to a door. Alright, so a lot of times you want to do exercise with a power band that you might do with a cable machine. But if you're in your home or your dorm room or just anywhere that you're not actually in a gym, it can be kind of hard. One of the things that you can buy is it's a little door hanger. It's just got a little foam part right here and just a strap. Now mine comes from this other tool I have. It's called a Spider 360. But these are really cheap on Amazon, and if you try to buy bands, typically you'll find these with it. Now if you go on Amazon, you'll probably see bands that have like carabiners and stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to do these things without having to buy all this equipment. So all we want is something that would go in the door. When you shut the door, you put the band in it, and then you're able to use the band. All right? Let's say you're a poor, broke college student. You don't have the money for that, okay? So I bet if you have hygiene, you have a rag, okay? So you take the rag, okay, and you take the band. Just like a hot dog, you put the band in the bun or in the rag. Fold the hot dog bun. Don't put any ketchup or mustard on it. Just fold it up. Then you put the rag on the door. Give that door a little shut. And now right here, the door actually isn't shut. So I just had to push it just a little extra because you don't want the door to smack you in the face. Now the band is attached to the top. So you'll see in exercise videos different ways to use these bands. So we won't go into that yet. Let's say that band isn't strong enough. All you got to do is take both loops of the band now, put them in the hot dog bun, close it down, and then we shut the door the exact same way, and then we're ready to go. So then you can use both hands, or you could have set it up where it was one side. So now since it's less length, it's going to be a tougher resistance. Just make sure not to overstretch your band. That's very important. Don't walk it to the the exit door or anything like that. Now, let's say you only have one rag and you have to shower with it every day. So you can't use a rag. You can find a dish towel, do the exact same thing. You can even take a dirty shirt, all right? There's shirts or other cloths, things like that. I would not recommend a cheap shirt because it's probably going to rip on you. So I just got a simple shirt that I'm going to put the band through. So you can see the band is through. And I just kind of get it a little loose because if it's balled up or kind of toweled up, it'll be too thick for the door. But you just get a little loose and then you go in and shut the door. And you have the exact same premise. And you can see it's going to put stress on that shirt, but it should be good enough for you. All right, so for some of the exercises, we might want the band a little lower. So the exact same premise, but you have to take into consideration your door. Some doors have a very tight seal and some don't. The good thing is that either the back hinge or the front side should be pretty tight. So we have a couple ways we could do this. I'll show you the easiest one first. So we make our little hot dog with the towel and the band. All right. Now, you can't set it on top because the door won't shut. All right. So you have to set it below or above, and you can kind of figure that out as you go. But then we just shut the door, make sure it gets shut, and then we have the band that we could use. All right, so if we're going to do it on the hinge side, it's not as easy because you don't have as much room to work with. But what you want to do is get that hot dog ready and open the door so you get space. I just need to even that up a little bit. Then you'll just push this in to that where that crack is. And then once it's in, just shut that door, and again, make sure the door latches. And now this is ready to rock and roll for your rows, your presses, anything like that. Now while we're here, let's talk about a problem that always comes up. These bands are rubber. And what happens when you hold onto this band, it stretches and contracts. Then your hand starts turning red and it gets annoying and it gets uncomfortable. So you can grab your shirt, you can grab another rag, and just use that to hold the band. So now that band isn't going to rub your skin anymore. So that's just an easy trick. If you double it up, right, you can make it a little more ergonomic or a little easier on the hand. So that's just something to consider that you can do to make one band super versatile and do a ton of fitness things with it.